you don't see every day. Especially in this neck of the weeds. Look at the size of that thing. Somebody's wet dream right there. A monster pile of money. Look at that. A scenic eclipse, I think it's called. That is something you just don't see in Eureka. Wow. Hi, and welcome to Daily Miles. Sometimes weekly miles. Well, at the moment it's weekly miles, so we'll get back to that daily at some point. That is way cool. And on today's agenda, things are very tight, let's put it that way. I have exactly $6.37 in my account. And no money coming in. I need help. And this is the Skyway to the Eureka Zoo. It extends all the way out into the forest just a little bit. I haven't been on it. I can't afford it, but I hear it's absolutely beautiful and it looks beautiful from here. It actually reminds me of Endor and the Ewok scenes that you see in Star Wars Return of the Jedi. I almost said Revenge, which was the previous name of that movie until George Lucas changed it. All right, let's get into my medical update. I still have a DVT, or deep vein thrombosis, i.e. a blood clot, in my left arm. I'm on 10 milligrams of Eliquis every single day, twice a day. So basically 10 milligrams total. It is still painful. It's slowly breaking up, and hopefully, by the time the Eliquis runs out, it should be done, and I should no longer have a deep vein thrombosis, i.e. a blood clot. I do have an appointment with a primary care physician in another 6 or 8 days, so we'll see what happens from that point forward. All right, what's up with my knee? Make a very long story short, I'm going to do a little recap. Those of you who already know the story, you can tune out from this point forward till we get to the end. All right, this is Sequoia Park to my right. I was out here about 4 months ago, passing through, walked down into a ravine to shoot an outro for this channel, and my left leg went one way and the rest of me went another way. I ripped my left quadricep tendon. I spent 10 days in the hospital. They repaired the tear. This is the worst kind of tear that you could possibly have because it is a soft tissue tear. It takes forever for it to heal, and it is exceptionally painful. It's over 4 months at this point into my healing, and I am just getting to the point where I can hobble without too much yelping pain. Update is I'm doing Planet Fitness 3 days a week, and on my off days I'm doing a tiny little walk, and then just doing that cycle over and over and over again. It's a slow, long process to the point where I can have a life again. Long story coming to an end. I'm out of here in about a month. I think Dr. Wimmer is going to discharge me from his care at the end of the month, and we will see what happens from that point forward. But I think I'm out of here and it's time to go. That is the medical update for today. So tomorrow is my 7th day of these pills, and after that I have to take 1 pill twice daily until the bottle runs out. Three weeks, and it looks like 1 more day. Once upon a time when I was living in Boston, I was leaving Boston actually, wanting to move to Northampton full time. I needed to find a place to live. And I found this cute little room in Northampton. It was being let out by this woman named B. B is a slightly older woman, very joyous, bubbly, full of energy, just a whirling dervish. I gotta go this way, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. So I walked in, I sat down, and we started talking. And I started telling her what I'm doing, and she's like, that's really cool, that's really cool, that's really cool. Do you want the room? I'm like, duh, yeah. The price was insanely cheap. So I moved in, and I spent the next 2 years there. B was a joy and a pleasure to live with. She was respectful, she was kind, She was caring. As far as landlords go, she was aces. But she became a trusted friend. There was one time when a friend of mine was visiting from Mexico and ended up having internal bleeding. And I didn't have a car. And B just took us to and from the hospital and appointments and whatnot and got her checked out. And then managed her care. She just stepped up on so many levels. I was sad when I left her place. I was really sad. I ended up leaving her my bed because I couldn't take it with me. I moved out to San Francisco and we stayed in contact over the years. So when I started this project of, traveling across the country and telling a few stories, B was like, wow, way cool. Can I help? Duh. I'm not made of money, B. And B is not made of money either. I should be very clear about that. B is not made of money. But every so often, and I mean this, every so often, not every month, but every so often, every single time that I have been this close to not having food to eat, B will pop up in my text messages with an Apple Pay donation, $25, $35, nothing more than that. But it's just enough so that I don't starve every single time. And it's like clockwork. It really is. I start thinking about it and I'm like, I get all tensed up and worried about it. And then 20 minutes later, ding, B, you've been a lifesaver more times than I care to count. And you did it again this morning. I just want to give a huge shout out to B.
45 minutes later.
I want you to see this. $7 a gallon. Mind you, I didn't have money to pay for that this morning at all. B, you're helping me with that. Thank you. $7 a gallon. 2 gallons is all I can afford out of that. Well, kitties. Just had a positive report with Zeke. Very long and nasty story, quite short. Progress is being made.
Okay, so explain to me in detail, what is this thing?
All right. So this is a car we have. We're selling a bunch of keys to this one car. So we'll be able. Anybody that has a key can drive it, can pick it up. Anyone can find out where it is, location-wise.
We've rebuilt the company's zip car if they only had one vehicle.
Yeah.
So that's Casey Neistat's latest video. And the whole video is that the car that he's in right now is about to get stolen. And then I'm not gonna ruin the whole thing. But at the end of the video, he shows you the number on screen where you can call to find out where the car is at all times. So this is what happened.
Hello from T4 All. The car is currently not moving. The car is located at the latitude 40.6837 and longitude -73.9080. Happy hunting.